Hi everybody and welcome back to Intro to Video Production. Hopefully you've had a great first couple weeks of school and you're ready to really get into work. Now, since we haven't been meeting synchronously, I'm not getting a chance to get to know you guys like I have in the past. So through your All About Me drawing, I'm really getting to know a little bit about you, and I'm excited to share that with the class. So for this week, what we're going to do is we're going to take that All About Me Google Drawing, and we're going to download it as a JPEG, and we're going to create a slide where we add that drawing to. Then we're also going to use that application I was showing you last week called Loom. We're going to create a video, download that. We're going to put it in our Google Drive so that we can change the permissions, and then we're going to add it to our slide. So this week is really going to be all about presenting your All About Me drawing to the class. So as always, let me hop into my slides and we'll get right into it. And here we are in Intro to Video Production. It is the week of September 28th through October 2nd. And here is a photo that I took this summer. Does anyone know where that is? If you guessed Trillium Lake, you were correct. So this was this summer right before sunset, and I was out to see the comet Neowise, to take some photos of that. So I'll show you lots of pictures that I've taken over the summer. I spent a lot of time outdoors getting as many great shots as I could, and this was one that I really loved, so I thought I'd share it with you. And oh, I thought I had something. There I am. Okay, welcome back. Let's make some digital art. So this week's goals, you are going to create a shared folder in your Google Drive and add the following files. So you probably already did this last year where you made a folder for whatever class that you had with me. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. If you did, you're just going to take that folder that you had with all of your past work and put it in there. But we're all going to create new folders today, and I'll show you how to do that. We're also going to create an All About Me Google slide, and you're going to download your drawing and add it to the slide. You're also going to record a video of yourself describing your All About Me drawing and add it to the slide. I recommend using Loom. It's a Google Chrome extension. You can use any video recording you like as long as you can get the video into your Google Drive and change the permissions so that anyone in North Clackamas can see it. And then you're going to copy your All About Me Google slide and paste it to the group presentation. And you're going to make sure to turn all of your assignments in Google Classroom so that you can get credit for all the hard work that you've been doing. So let's jump right into it. All right, so first off is how to make a folder. So when you are logged into Google and you have the drive selected, you can manage your files, right? So on the sidebar on the left there, you'll see all the things like priority, my drive, shared drives, things like that. And when you click on my drive, you'll have access to everything that is in your drive. So we're going to put a folder in your drive so that we can organize the files that you create for this class. All right, how to make a folder. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the New or Create button. I'm not looking at it right now. This is just a screenshot from before. And you're going to choose Folder. And when you create that folder, you're going to name it your first name, last name, comma, intro to video. So please just follow those directions exactly so that way it's really easy for me to find your folders. What's great about Google is I can just use that search bar to search for your name and intro to video, and I'll be able to find it later. So please follow that naming protocol, and then you're going to share that folder with me as well. So let me show you how you do that. So what you're going to do is when that folder is created, you are going to click on the Share button. And it's a drop down and choose share. And then you're going to type in my name. My email address is olivers@nclac.k12.or.us. Just by typing my last name and the letter S, you should be able to find it. So now you have a folder and it should be shared with me. And you can even leave that box check that says notify people, because I'll get an email and I will know that people are doing their work, because my inbox will be blowing up this week with Intro to Video students sharing folders. So I look forward to that email. All right, and my head is kind of in the directions. There, let me move that out of the way. All right, so if you've created any folders for me or for any of my classes over the last 2 years, please just drag that folder into the folder, and then I can see your progress. I can see what you made as a 6th grader, as a 7th grader, and it's fun to look at all that. Please go ahead and do that. That would be great to see. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to use our drawing in another application. So we have made a Google drawing, and the application we're going to use now is Google Slides. So in Google Classroom, I have made a slide for you called All About Me slide. And you are going to take your All About Me Google Drawing and you're going to download it as a JPEG. And it's going to show up on your downloads bar if you're using a Mac or a PC while using Chrome. If you're using a Chromebook, it's going to go to your downloads manager. So, but since I'm recording on a Mac, mine goes to my downloads bar, and that's why I'm explaining that. So we are going to use this in a presentation. This is a picture of a blank presentation. I already have one created for you. So you're just going to open it up in Google Classroom, and you're going to drag your downloaded drawing onto that slide. And so you don't have to create a new presentation. It's already created for you. Like I said before, it comes from your downloads bar if you're on a Mac or a PC. If you're using a Chromebook, it's going to come from your downloads manager, and have a video to show you that also. So you're just going to drag that onto there. You can also insert it from Google Drive if you dragged it directly to Google Drive on your Chromebook. So moving right along. All right, so now let's talk about how we're going to record video with Loom. Just like I've got my head here, you guys are going to have the same opportunity, but you're not going to use the little head feature. I'll show you. You're going to do it in full screen. All right, but at any rate, what you're going to do is you're going to install the Chrome extension Loom and sign in with your school's Google account. So when you show up on loom.com and it'll say sign in, just sign in with Google, making sure you're signed into your school account first, and it'll always remember. A little dialog box will pop up, and you're going to need to accept the permission to use the camera and microphone. You're going to select camera only for your recording. So the recording I'm doing right now is screen plus camera. We don't want the screen recorded because you're just going to put a video on this slide. If you want to use a different application, you can, but I want to show you all how to use Loom. So you would just do record cam only, and it's just going to create a video. Okay, when you're finished, you're going to press the green check mark that shows that you're finished. All right, so here's a Google drawing that I made, my All About Me. I made this a few years ago, but it gets the point. All of these images are all PNGs that I found in the native search function inside Google Drawing. So put my name there. I added a picture of Mount Hood. I think this is from Lost Lake. Similar to that Trillium Lake image that you saw that I took, but you can see where Hug's back is, which is this part of the mountain here, was on a different perspective. So I think this is looking from the north at Lost Lake. Any rate, I like to golf. I like to ride my bike. I like to snowboard, so I've added those. I like playing guitar as well. Ramen is my favorite food. I'm a big Blazer fan, Rip City, and also love the Pittsburgh Steelers. I grew up in Pittsburgh, and it's a big connection that I still have to the city. Obviously, I love taking pictures, so I've got a camera there, a computer mouse to show that I'm into digital art. I added a dog and a cat because I have lots of pets, as you guys know, so they look kind of similar to my pets. And I added a hiking boot because I like to go hiking. And lastly, a cut board because it kind of symbolizes that I like to make movies. So that's my All About Me. It's great to get to know you guys. And I'm going to put this on my slide. So, all right. And then once you do that, it'll take you to Loom's website, and you are going to view and edit your video if you wanted to, but really you just need to download the video. So you're going to hit that down arrow that I have pointed to at the bottom of the screen there, and it's going to then go to your downloads bar or your downloads manager, and you're going to put it into your folder for this class. So on your slide, what you're going to do is you're going to select insert and then video. By doing that, it'll give you options as to where to find video from, and if you select recent, it should be the most recent video that you uploaded. So these are different videos that I've uploaded to my drive, and you can see that they appear when I click recent, and then that will be pretty straightforward for how you add that. So on your slide, select insert video, choose from drive, and highlight recent, highlight the video, and hit insert. All right, and so here is roughly what mine looks like. I'm going to walk you through these steps also, but I've downloaded my drawing and I've added it to my slide. I added some text, right? I used word art to make that so that I can have a drop shadowed Mr. Oliver. I decided to add a little get to know Mr. Oliver. It's entirely up to you how you want to do this, but please make sure you put some text on here. So your name is fine at a bare minimum. Then you're going to add your Google drawing and then your video about that. So here is my video. Hey, I did all these amazing things. Isn't it great? Okay, so that's not actually my video, but that was just a test one that you can see. But you'll get the idea. You'll see my finished one that I'll add to the class presentation also, where I'm describing my slide. And that's what you're going to be doing. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to take that slide that we're finished with, and we are going to add it from your All About Me slide to the All About Intro to Video slide. Okay, so now the way that you're going to do that is you are going to select the slide from the slide sorter on the left so that it turns blue. You can see my slide there is highlighted blue, meaning I've got control of that slide. You're going to copy the slide by pressing Command and C, Control and C on a Chromebook, or Edit and Copy. And then what you'll do is you will open the other presentation, the All About either Media Arts or Intro to Video, depending on which class you're in. And you're going to select the slide from the slide sorter and just paste it directly in. So just by clicking into the other presentation and hitting Paste, Command and V or Control and V on a Chromebook, and now it will be copied into there. Please don't make any edits in the group presentation because there's going to be 150 of us working on this together. So all you want to do is make all your edits in your own individual slide. If you want to make any changes, change them there before you copy them into the class presentation. I'll only leave this open for the week, and then by the end of the week, I'm going to lock it down. So make sure that by the end of the day on Friday, you have your slide added. You haven't edited anyone else's slide, or you haven't made any edits to it once it's part of the group presentation. Just make those on your own, and you're good. Now, the other last thing I forgot to mention is you don't need to link your presentations. Just make sure that it is copied in and you are good. The final thing that I forgot to talk about was in your folder. So let's back up a few slides so that we can talk about that Google folder that you made. When you make this folder and share it with me, I would like you also to change the settings so that it is visible to anyone in North Clackamas. Okay, that's really important because then that way people can see your work. It automatically changes the permission so it's no longer private. If you've ever clicked on a slide and it says you need to request access, that's why. Don't worry, no one will be able to find your folder unless you share the link with them. But you want to make the permissions public so that when you do share work with a class, the permissions have already been changed. Okay, well, there you have it. Hopefully that these steps weren't too confusing for you. I know that when we don't meet all together as a class, it is tough not to be able to ask those questions as they arise. But that's why I have office hours every day so that I can walk you through any of these steps. So make sure that you've got that the drawing downloaded and you've added it to a slide. Make sure you've copied that slide to the class presentation and make sure you have a video of yourself describing the drawing that you made. So lots of different steps so that we can really start getting into a lot of other video work. So next week for this class, we're going to get into some specifics about photography. Our first couple weeks are going to be all about cell phone photography. If you have a DSLR at home or you have any camera, any digital camera for that matter, you can use that as well. I'll be showing you some tricks. I'll also include other resources that you should probably take a look at, or the internet's filled with different ways to use manual settings on your cameras. So we're going to really have a lot of fun with all that. So I've enjoyed working on this with you, and I hope it's worked out well for you. So as always, never stop creating, and I'll see you in the next video. How about that? That was me.